Hello, this is Lori, and I am going to show you how to change your OTF fonts to TTF, TrueType fonts, so that Artisan can see them and use them. And I'm also going to show you how to work with the font area in Artisan 5 to manage the font catalog. So first of all, let me go back over here. This is a folder. When I download fonts, sometimes I get on a roll because I seem to have a font problem. But when I start downloading, if I find out that some of them are OTFs and they don't have a TTF version, I have a folder in my Digi folder that I just call Fonts OTF. And I kind of let them pile up in there for a while, unless there's something that I want to use right away. And I'm going to move that off the screen for a moment. So to convert, I make sure they're unzipped first of all. So I unzip them and put them in that folder, and then when I'm ready, I literally just Google font converter. And this first one is a really cool one. You just click on it and you say what you need are TTF fonts and select, and then choose files and go into that OTF folder and grab however many you've got. You could do 100 of them if you have them. And then you say done. Now once you do that, it's going to convert, and then you have to click Save Your Fonts, Download All Attachments. Okay, so it gives it this funny misspelled archive name. So if I click on that, I have all of these folders right here. So what I do next, now you can see this is fonts and it says new April 7th. I did these earlier so that I wouldn't have so many to do. What I do is I grab all of those, I drag them over, and once those are there, I right mouse. Now I use 7-Zip. It's a free extracting and zipping program. So I just say extract here, and I just say no to all, because there's a lot of repeat things going on. Then, while they're still selected, I go ahead and delete. At this point, I can open this folder and go into the converted files, and here they are. So I'm going to select them, I'm going to copy, and go back out to this main area and paste. Now, I can get rid of that. Because I like to keep things clean, I'm going to get rid of that archive, misspelled. And now you can see that I have a whole bunch of TTF fonts. So you can right mouse all of those and say install, and some of them I might already have, so I'm just going to say, do you want to replace it? Sometimes I'll say yes, because I find that I end up having newer versions where something's changed, and if there was a problem with an older version, then this will overwrite it. So now these are all installed. I do not yet delete these because I use them as a guide to be able to organize them immediately. Then I know exactly what I just got and that I haven't yet used. I'm just going to pull this off the screen to get it out of my way, but know that it's still over there. I'm still going to be working from it. At this point, I go into fonts. Now, nothing here will actually be seen yet because my program's open. I almost forgot. So I do have to close it, and then I have to open the program again. So that'll open up in just a second. And once that's open, now all those TrueType fonts can be seen. And I'll go into the font catalog immediately, and that's where I'm going to work. So manage content, font. You'll notice that I have a lot of different groups that aren't the default. I deleted out the ones that I wasn't interested in, and I'm using ones that mean something to me. And this one that I made called New is where everything for a new font starts out. So anything that I've gotten new, and I know it's not in any other category at this point, is going to go there. I'll pull this over so you can see it for a moment. The first three, Centuria Script, Daisy Wheel, and Doris Day. So I'm going to I've got new open, and I'm going to scroll down through. So the first one is Centeria script. Now, once I find it, and I wish I could just type in a C and get to the right place, but I always get this unexpected error, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I'm assuming that it's some sort of a glitch that is not yet worked out. So I am looking for this one, Centeria script. So right from there, I'm just going to say add. Now, at this point, that was a script, and I have a script group. So if I click over onto the script group, you can see that now it's over here in available fonts again, because once you put it into one group, it doesn't take it out of the main section. So I can just say add again, and it goes right over there. Now, maybe I want to call that a nice journaling one. So here's my journaling, and look, there I am right there again, and that does look like a very nice one for journaling, and I could add and put it right into the journaling group too. Let me go ahead back over to new. Daisy wheel was another one, so I'm going to scroll down to find daisy wheel, and if I'm not going fast enough, I can grab and drag. This is the longest part, searching on through. And you guys will probably see daisy wheel before I do here. Right there. So I've clicked on it. I'm going to say add, and then if I wanted it anywhere else, so maybe that one might go in journaling, and let's go up and find it again. Right here, because that looks like it might work out good as a journaling, and then I can just add it. So I can go through just like that. Let me go down and get Doris Day while I'm right here in the D's. It starts me out a little bit closer anyway, somewhere here. So here's Doris Day. You can see it's a script. So I am going to not add it to the journaling. I'm going to go back to new, and whoops, I should have gone to new first. There it is, and add. And I could, of course, go in and put it into the script folder, but I'm not going to. I want to show you a couple of other things first. In my font groups that I also have one for typewriter. I have one for titles, the holiday, handwriting, grunge, some foreign things. Font families is the one that I wanted to point out. There are times, just like here with dolphin, we have dolphin, dolphin condensed, extended, thin, wide. I like keeping these grouped, these family ones together somewhere so that I can find them easily. So that's why I have this font families, because maybe when you make a title, you want it to be similar but just a little bit different. So if I add all the dolphins, now I've got those font families saved together. I've got another one, Dominican with italic and small caps and light. So we'll add those while I'm right there. So by any means, you won't see that I'm totally organized. However, whenever I go into my font catalog, I try to accomplish a little bit more each time. And as I see things, as things pop out to me, I try to put them away immediately. Like this Doc 51. If I look at this, I can think, well, that looks kind of grungy, or I might use it for titles. So here's grunge, and we know that was Doc 51, so I may have to scroll a little bit, and there it is, and add. And also if I go to titles, if I want it there also, I'll go up and find it again, assuming that I haven't already put it in there. So I haven't, here it is, so I'll add. And this also looks like a great title one, so I will add that. And here's another one, add. So sometimes when I do that, I will just scroll through a little bit and see what's close by while I'm right there, and I'll add into whatever category I'm working with. And that means each time I'm working here, it gets a little bit neater, and I really don't worry about perfection. Eventually, I will probably use all my fonts one way or another. I just want the main ones, the ones that I'm most interested in, to stay organized, and then others are like a fun little searching game when I'm trying to decide what I want to use. I'm going to finish up these fonts, but I'm not going to have you watching the video while I do, but hopefully this helps you, and have fun with fonts.